Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Nation, and it's an exciting week this week as our women's basketball team moves on to the quarterfinals of the GLVC Conference Basketball Tournament. Down in Evansville, they play Friday at noon against the number one seed in the conference, Drury. And joining us are two seniors that have done so much for our basketball program, Carly Frala and Alex Wolf. And we're going to start off with the one that got us here on Sunday. Such a great game, Alex, and for you, it had to be one of the highlights of your career here at Maryville, buzzer beater to put us into the quarterfinals.
Yeah, we were all talking about it. It's probably one of the funnest games I've been in all around. It was so back and forth. We had 3 buzzer beaters in that game, but it's just one of those things in those last seconds. It was like we had to get it in. Coach was like, I was so ready to call a timeout, but I thought Steph's was going in. It looked perfect, and then I'm just glad I was right there. My girl was far away from me, so it was a great feeling. When you know it went in, even though they had to check it, it was awesome.
What was your thought when the ball came off the back, off the side of the rim, and you were right there? Because that's the first thing I thought. Stephanie's shot was in, but then you were right there. And what was going through your mind when you saw it just come off the rim right into your hands?
I always made the joke that I felt wide open. Even though there's 3 girls down there, I had the shortest girl in front of me, so it felt perfect. I was just thinking, I got to concentrate, make sure I don't overshoot it, when you get too excited. So, yeah, I just felt there. I just rotated around once my girl went to go help on Steph.
And Carly, obviously, not so much the stat numbers for you, but defensively. And that's what you've done for this team this year is the defensive side of things. Talk about that and, really just a back-and-forth game all day long on Sunday.
Yeah, I think we really emphasize defense as a team. We've done extremely well defensively in terms of numbers. I kind of go into each game knowing, I can contribute very well and offensively, but I don't want my girl to be able to score. So I had a big matchup, a freshman who's doing really well for Truman at the time. So I had to chase her off screens and force her to be a driver, and I think we all did a pretty good job at doing our roles.
Now, I know you've been a part of big games. How cool was this game compared to some of the games that you played in high school and here at Maryville?
This is probably in the top 2 most exciting games I've had at Maryville. It was very even. It was back and forth. I remember I came out when I had my 4th foul, and I said, I am so happy that I'm a part of this. This is so cool. So, yeah, this great feeling. Great feeling.
Talk a little bit about, this team in general. You guys have, it's been a great year for us. It's been a year of a lot of up and downs, but talk about as the 2 seniors what it's been like to play this year and be with such a great group of underclassmen.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest part is our team chemistry was very good. Getting a new coach, both of them had to figure us out. We only had Coach Fish that knew all about us, so we were kind of learning all the new stuff, but it was very good. We had a bunch of freshmen that, wanted leaders, wanted people to take. They didn't try to make out of their own and stuff, so everyone had big roles, and they really had to step up. But, the mesh of the team is the best chemistry I think I've seen here.
And Carly, obviously, leadership roles go to you 2 this year, especially with such a young group. Talk about what you had to do as a senior to really step into that leadership role.
Yeah, well, we knew coming into it that there was a lot of unknowns with a big freshman class and a new coaching staff. But me and Alex just knew that we had to keep the team chemistry alive. We had to keep playing for each other and to keep trusting one another, and we've done that extremely well all year.
Drury. We all know what's coming up on Friday afternoon at noon. What are some of the things that you need to do to get ready to knock off the number 1 seed?
Well, I guard a big girl down in the post. She's always been one of those that if you're just not thinking, she'll post you up and score right away. So it's just big things that we need to focus on. And, Coach has been watching the film, and a lot of ours comes from turnovers, and that's where they get all their points were from our turnovers. So if we can limit those and play our game, we should be good.
And I guess the comment that I'm going to make is why not us, right, Carly?
Right.
Why not go down there and shock the world? We've done it before. We've been in this position before. Why not us?
Yeah, I think we've had really awesome games this year, and I feel like some of our worst have been against Drury. So if we just handle their pressure and we force their players to be uncomfortable, then we have a very, very good shot coming away with a win.
Final message for Saints Nation as we get ready to head to Evansville, Alex.
I'm going to miss them, but I hope we can make it all the way to Sunday.
Carly?
Go Saints.
Absolutely. So I want to thank these two. It's been a lot of fun covering them over the last 4 years, and it doesn't end. Friday at noon, you'll be able to see all the action on the GLVC Sports Network, GLVCSN.com. You'll be able to see the game live, and then also we'll have wall-to-wall coverage for you from Evansville starting tomorrow evening, as we have a lot of video stuff, a lot of Twitter, and we'll be keeping everybody updated what's going on down in Evansville. For the two seniors, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.